Welcome back to PetWow, everybody. Dr. Stamper here. Hope you're doing well. It's a nice sunny afternoon where I'm at. We're going to move on to when should I be concerned about my pet's coughing or sneezing? I would answer that is when your pet is coughing and sneezing. So does that mean you necessarily have to rush them into the vet? Not necessarily. I mean, kittens, for instance, a lot of times they'll get viral infections, and I tell people, hey, they're probably going to cough and sneeze a little bit. As long as they're eating, drinking, acting like crazy kittens, a lot of times those viral complexes will run their course and they'll be fine. You know, the moment they stop eating, drinking, or their sinus discharge goes from clear to yellow, green, pus, of course, bring them in. We need to get them on antibiotics right away. Coughing in dogs, certainly in the young dogs, we're looking for respiratory infections, pneumonia. So if coughing persists, affects their personality, lethargic, not eating. You know, of course, if they feel excessively warm, that's a let us know. A lot of older dogs, especially small breed dogs, heart issues are a really common cause in in dogs. Coughing usually is something where, you know, of course, if it affects their quality of life, but most time they'll cough more at night, especially when they're in a sitting or laying position for long periods of time. They'll particularly cough when they first get up in the morning. So if you start seeing a persistent cough day after day, that's a let us know. Allergies, bronchitis, we see that a lot too. So, it just depends on the season. How much is it? Again, general rule of thumb is, if they're coughing and it's affecting their quality of life, your quality of life, they can't sleep because they're coughing, you can't sleep because they're coughing, there's a problem for sure. So sneezing the same way. Cats, as a nuance, will sneeze oftentimes a lot. So they'll have a little sinus drainage and then they'll sneeze and sneeze and sneeze. And sometimes they have 15, 20 sneezes. That is something to watch out for sure. But, a lot of times they'll just do that. And if they're eating, drinking, acting fine, maybe not as much of a problem. Dogs usually don't sneeze quite that much. So if there's that much sneezing, there's an issue for sure. So, of course, there are things in dogs like kennel cough, which is a bacterial infection. Again, kennel cough is usually considered a self-limiting disease, meaning it will go away on its own. But again, older dogs, younger dogs, more prone to infections, pneumonia. So again, if they're not eating well, lethargic, it's progressing. Of course, if it goes on, getting worse after a day or two, come see us for sure. So there's a lot of things that can cause coughing. Certainly if there's coughing with persistent weight loss, other symptoms, diarrhea, vomiting, behavioral changes, those would be ones we'd want to see right away. So hope this helps. Contact your veterinarian if it becomes a problem. Thanks. Bye.